Today's the day that I've been dreading for a little while, mostly because I'm afraid of what I might find in the transmission pan. Finally going to get around to doing the band adjustments on my Charger. I've already adjusted one on the outside, and I need to drop the pan to do the other one. I'm really hoping I don't find too much trash in the bottom of the pan. Hopefully not too much, not too many clutch pieces or anything like that. It was a rebuilt transmission. I had about 10,000 miles on it when my dad parked the car. So I'm hoping that's in my favor, and hopefully it just needs a band adjustment to get those issues solved. So I've already got I've got another transmission pan that I'm going to be putting on it that actually has a drain plug, and we're going to look at another special tool that you need that I have on the back of the Charger to get it done. So let's take a look at it. All right, here is the first, or here is the really only specialized tool that you need. These are 8-point sockets. You need a 5/16 8-point socket to go on the square head of the adjuster screw for the bands. And the only way to do that is with a wrench or an 8-point socket. These are actually Williams brand. Very good brand, but a set like this will set you back around $30 or $40. But they're very nice, well-made sockets that can also be used with taps. So that will definitely come in handy. This set comes with a 1/4 inch all the way up to 5/8. So, and these are 8-point sockets that can be used with square nuts or taps. But here is the transmission pan that I'm upgrading to. I believe this is a Mopar Performance one. It has a drain plug in it. Comes with upgraded bolts that are actually Allen key. So, and I believe this is a rubber composite gasket, so going to be using that. Also going to be scuffing up the surface a little bit to make sure that I get a really good seal. Make sure I'm not going to have any kind of seepage or anything like that. But let's get up under the car and show you how to do the adjustments. Alright, here we are under the Charger, and what you're looking at is the driver's side right next to the shifter and throttle pressure mechanisms. What you're going to be adjusting on the front band, which is right here, you got to loosen this nut right here. That's an 11/16. It's going to be tight, and you want it to be tight, but loosen that, back it off a good bit, and then tighten this screw down to 72 inch-pounds, and then back it off 1.5 turns. This is the front band. I believe it's the second gear and kick down band, or second, or I don't know. I'm not positive on the exact terminology of them, but because I haven't studied transmissions. I have rebuilt one in my truck, but I'm not versed in them. But this is for the front band, and the rear band that is behind here also torques down to 72 inch-pounds, and then you back it off 3 turns. So that's what I'm going to be doing for that. And like I said, I've already done this one. So what we got to do now is let me get this pan dropped, and hopefully, really hoping I don't find any big pieces in here. But let's get this dropped. Well, there we have it. The pan is down. Now to pull it out. Let it drip a little while, and then pull it out and see if we can get this band readjusted. See, there's a little bit of trash right there. A little bit of trash is to be expected. Hopefully, as long as it's not massively excessive. In the bottom of the pan, I don't really see too much trash, looks like, on the bottom of the filter, which is good. But this right here, I can tell you right now, that right there is way too much travel. So yeah, that's not good. And this being supposed to be a 446 pack transmission, its ratio arm is supposed to be a 5.0 ratio, I believe. I'm gonna have to see if I can clean that off and then try to see where that ratio is on there. Actually, let me get my hands clean and see if I can look at that real quick while that's still dripping. Well, I was hoping to see some kind of mark on there, but I don't see anything. I'm gonna take a picture of that and see. Yeah, that is definitely way too much. Good thing is the gasket came off nice and clean. Inside the transmission, from what I can see, looks okay. Really wish I could see some kind of ratio on here. I'm not seeing anything. Unless it's on the other side, which I will never be able to see unless it's taken apart, which I'm not doing right now. See something on the side here. I'm gonna take a picture of that and then see if I can match it up maybe. But yeah, there it is. Let me let this drip a little bit more before I completely take this pan out, and I will be right back. Well, I figured I'd go ahead and get the band adjustment done. It's still dripping, but it's not really dripping too much. Gonna loosen this jam nut. Once again, this is a 11/16. There we go. I'll back that off a good bit. Right. Once again, this is torquing down to 72 inch-pounds. I'm gonna go ahead and take this nut off so it don't get in the way. Oh wait. There we go. And I know you're on the other side, but you can still see it. I'll have a close-up in a little bit. There we go. There's 72 inch-pounds. Let me see where the socket is. It's right there, okay. 3 full turns back. That is 1. That is 2. That is 3. Let me see. Oh, that's about where it was. Maybe not as much. All right, get this jam nut back on. When you're tightening this jam nut, make sure that screw does not move. What you could do is use a ratchet to hold this still, to hold this on. Oh, wrong way. There you go. Use a ratchet to hold this still, and then use a wrench on there. Let me see if my wrench will work. If I can find it. Oh, there you are. All right. Let's see. No. It will not hold it still. It might move a tiny bit, so when I'm tightening it down, so I'm actually going to back it off just a tiny fraction. So let me put it back. There you go. There we go. That is tight, and I don't think that has as much travel as it did before. Yeah. So once again, that is torque down to 72 inch-pounds. Then back off 3 turns on the rear band, and on the front band, which is adjustments over here, tighten down to 72 inch-pounds, and then back off 1.5 turns. And that is what I've done. Get you a better look at the underside here. I do believe this is, I looked it up, and I do believe this is the 5.0 ratio arm. I'm not positive because I don't see any markings on it unless it's on the side somewhere, which I'm not going to be able to see unless it's taken apart, and I'm not doing that. But I do believe this is the 5.0 ratio arm. But aside from, there is a little bit of trash on here, which is to be expected on the transmission that's been used. I don't think this looks too bad in here, but I gotta see. Let me see if I get the quick look with the camera. Quick look with the camera. Looking through the camera, doesn't look too bad. But I'll have to get a better look at that when I can get my own eyes on it. So let's put a rag up on here so it can drip, and then get that pan out. I wanted to make sure you got a really good look at what I was pointing at. The rear band here. There's the screw right there. Oh, try to get there. It is. Sorry if it's not in focus, but there's the screw right there. And there's the jam nut right there. There's not really a lot of space to work with, so you need a really thin edged wrench or a thin wall socket to be able to go on there. And then that 8-point socket right there. I believe that does feel okay. And there's the front band ratio arm, and then the screw on this side. All right, here is the pan. There is a little bit of metal particles in here, but nothing too big. And there's no pieces of anything in here, except for maybe a tiny little gasket material here and there. Those could be clutch pieces, but they're really small pieces. There's also a decent size solid piece down here that I would imagine is from the when the charger sat, and all the particles that were in the fluid at that time gathered to that point and just solidified. But I'm gonna count this as a good sign, and get it back together, and then go for a drive and hopefully not have too much, if any, transmission slipping. Alright, I got it on, just had to show you what it looks like. I know it's upside down, but fan is on, looks good, drain plug is tight, so now top it off and let's go for a ride. Alright, got it in, got the fluid topped out, and I did an initial test with it, and it feels okay, but I'm about to do the first drive and have my niece here with me, so let's go for a little ride. In and out of gear sitting still, and I don't feel it doing that, so it's a good sign. It's a really good sign. Nothing delayed or anything. That feels really good. You can look back at my last few driving videos I've had on the Charger, and it's really been, transmission really hasn't really shifted too well. Or it would shift out, it would shift kind of neutral out right after you started driving it. But it's not doing that now, so that's good. Top out, and we'll be right back. All right, we got gas, so let's go. Go back on. Going in solid, I like it. Seatbelts on, so it's good. little bit longer just to make sure, but it's feeling good. Transmission slip out of gear. That's good. It's been needing a band adjustment for a good while, apparently. But the transmission feels good. It's shifting strong and it's not slipping right now, so good. I chirped a tire. I haven't done that in this car in a while. Did you hear that? I chirped a tire. I have not done that in this car in a long time. And I wasn't even trying to. Camera probably didn't catch it because the exhaust is so loud, but I chirped a tire. It's solid. Before, it would take a second for it to actually get into reverse, and it feels like it was gradually going into it. Well, there it is. My transmission adjustments were very successful, and I don't know if the camera caught it, but I even chirped a tire. But what do you think?
It was fun.
It's fun?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's always fun.
Always fun.
It's always
and this little string you've been seeing are my little fuzzy dice that she gave me. I don't know how many years ago.
I think it was.
You were
I was
young.
4.
You were young.
I do believe I was 4 when I gave you those.
I did have to replace the string because the cheap string that it was on broke, and this is actually a cotton string, so that'll last a long time. This car will always have these fuzzy dice. These fuzzy dice will have to fall apart before I throw them away.
Yes.
Or you get me another one.
Yes.
Or Annabelle. Or Jasper.
Or Jasper, yeah.
Her
Jasper
siblings.
would probably get you like something for your car.
Yeah. But yes, there it is. Sorry the band adjustments weren't more in-depth and close-up, but there are other videos on those. I will actually link one that I was referencing. I'll put that in the description. But there it is. Hope you enjoyed the video, and like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.